Right now, you're getting a live look from Italy after the first full day of competition during the most geographically widespread Winter Games in Olympic history. 5 events in all were slated to award medals today. Now, the first of the games went to Switzerland for downhill skiing, and an Italian athlete just broke a record for women's speed skating in front of her home crowd. And listen to this, on her 35th birthday. Now, while a lot of attention will be on the athletes, there's a lot of work that actually goes on behind the scenes to make the games go as smoothly as possible. And one woman from St. Louis is making sure the ice rinks for the curling competition are definitely pristine. 5 on your side's Corey Miller shares her story from Milan.
At the Games, sponsored by GMC, we are professional grade.
The Olympic dream is not just for the athletes. Coaches, trainers, fans, and yes, even media members get to live out their Olympic dreams here in Italy. I caught up with one St. Louis native who may not be competing on the ice, but is an integral part to these Olympic Games. At least every 4 years, the sport of curling creates a conversation.
It may not sound on paper like the most thrilling Olympic sport to watch, but I think there is the yelling and the screaming and the sweeping. In curling, you're listening to all of the conversations when the players are mic'd up. You're hearing all of the strategy discussions.
Not quite.
In St. Louis and beyond, folks just can't help catching that Olympic curling bug. That's exactly what happened to St. Louis native Lauren Rich.
Finally, I just got really frustrated and said if I can't watch it, I'm going to go try it. So I looked up curling in San Jose.
The Notre Dame high school grad now puts her physics degree to work full-time up in the Pacific Northwest as an ice technician for USA Curling.
I practice.
It's a good balance of a science and an art. A lot of it is just feel because there's so many knobs that you're turning. There's so many different things that are contributing to the performance of the ice, the surface temperature, the size of the water droplets that you spray over the ice, how much you cut those off, there's just a lot of, like I said, a lot of knobs to turn.
And the athletes are particular about their ice.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
And if there's anything that's not up to snuff, they will definitely not hesitate to let us know, which is good for us. I mean, we're watching too, but we don't get the same perspective that they have. I'm told that it's akin to reading the greens that a golfer would be able to do.
One thing that we're always watching is how the snow is building up on the blade. If it's even all the way across, that means we have a really good pebble. That means our pad is flat and that our blade is flat. All of these things need to be flat and even throughout the course of the event.
Rich's skills have landed her the gig of a lifetime. As the only American to be part of the crew going to Cortina to maintain the Olympic curling ice.
He basically went through and said, we have this big event, it's called the Olympics, do you want to go?
So while you're catching curling fever this Olympics, know that pristine ice is courtesy of one of St. Louis's very own.
In some ways it feels like it's a normal travel experience, I guess, but it's going to be longer than that. And then other times it's just like, oh my God, I'm going to the Olympics.
All of the curling events for these Olympics will be held up in Cortina, the venue where ice hockey was played during the 1956 games. Reporting from Italy, Corey Miller, 5 on your side.